Welcome back to our channel, 3 Degrees of Shade. My name is Brianna. Brianna, Breeanna. Brianna.
I'm Cash, $CA$H.
I'm Shay. Just Shay.
And we are
Unapologetically uncensored.
So today's topic is going to be about school. And next week, college goes back. Good luck. Next week, college goes back. The following week, I believe, public schools
starts returning.
And we just want to talk about some of our experience versus what's going on now. So my experience in school was lit. Okay.
Lit how?
Because I had good friends.
An orange hair?
I didn't have orange hair. First of all, I didn't even dress like this until 12th grade. So, I had friends because of my personality. Like, I was funny. But I was like, just, people knew me because my personality was awesome.
My school experience was very, I would say, adventurous. I started out going to school in South Ozone. That was elementary school. Then for junior high school, I went all the way to Far Rockaway for junior high school. It was a vocational school. I believe the program had to do with audio and visual photography. And my mother said she liked that program, so she sent me there. And then high school, I came all the way back and I went to Cambridge Heights. I went to Andrew Jackson, now known as Campus Magnet. And I went there for the law school.
It's not called Campus Magnet anymore.
What is it called?
It's called,
Magnet School?
No, it's like
so.
something weird.
Yeah.
Because they broke it up into different schools, right?
Yeah, it was Campus Magnet when I went there to 4 different schools of math and science, law and government, which I attend to, business and administration, and humanities and the arts. Yeah, but I moved around. I've always liked to move around. And then for college, I went to Brooklyn City Tech. And then I also went to Albany for 2 years, upstate, SUNY Albany.
Fun. I went to PS 160.
Who?
PS 160. You're supposed to be my friend.
I am. You just caught me off guard.
I went to PS 160, and then I went to PS 118 because we moved. And then I went to Susan B. Anthony, and then I went to Van Buren, which is the littest high school.
Jack is by far.
Definitely not. Jack was full of
baddies.
Probably when you were there. But we definitely had the baddies. And we definitely dressed better than every other high school. Because when we was on the bus and we seen y'all coming in our pajamas to school, we was like, excuse me.
That was a thing.
So we definitely was the flyest high school. And then I went to Mercy College. I went to the first campus was Manhattan, and I went to Dobbs Fair. And then I definitely attended beauty school. Empire, shout out to Empire. Okay, got my 1,000 hours, and then I got my license, and then it was history.
Oh, and she and all that.
How about you?
Did y'all start from like when y'all first started school?
Yeah,
elementary.
Okay. So I went to St. Anthony's. I went to Catholic school.
That's
Then
different.
Then I went to Explore Charter School. Then I went to.
Your mother got money.
No. Yeah. Then I went to Explore Charter School. Then I went to IS 59. Then I went to Flushing High School. And then I graduated. Went to Jamestown College. Then I went to Empire Beauty School. Got my little 1,000 hours. And then.
Sound like $1,000.
1,000 hours.
Yeah.
That's where you met Bree?
Yeah. And then, we gotta put a picture when we met.
No.
And then.
The graduation picture.
Right. And then I went to Art Institute of New York, Art Institute of Philadelphia.
Okay.
Yep.
Now that we touched that, I wanted to ask a question. How do y'all feel about private school, charter school, and public school? Because I like having this debate.
I know nothing about charter school,
I do.
so y'all have to fill me in with that. But definitely, my cousin went to private school, and she was definitely a square. You know.
I was just about to say, I think it depends on what you're looking for. Because, like you said, private school is very structured. Public school is more fun and kind of educational, and then charter school is also very structured as well. So I think it depends on what you want.
But the private is obviously a private entity. Usually, most of them are based on religion, like St. Anthony, St. whatever.
Right.
Charter schools are more organization based.
Yeah.
I would say. So like more I would, if I had kids, or I would probably put my kid in public school, but I'm not off of a charter school though, because charter school like is more, it will be organization based, so you would definitely research the organization, and if it has interest and it's gonna have a curriculum that's gonna further your child's more about education, but more like experiences and knowledge. I would like charter school. Even I think more black communities should look into charter school. I know Jay-Z did it. Puff Daddy.
Don't LeBron go to school?
LeBron did it. Diddy did it. I said Jay-Z. Diddy did it, and I'm sure there's other.
So you would put your kid in charter or public? What would you?
I didn't think about it till now, but because I always felt like if I still living in New York, I want my kids to go to school I went to, so I could really care. I went to that school, but seeing how I grew up in public school, I had to want the knowledge. Like it wasn't like you had to do this, but so I had to want the knowledge. And I feel like with this generation, some kids don't want the knowledge, and if my kids fall into that category, I'm gonna have to pull them. So I feel like I would start them out in a in a charter or a private school, just and when they get to an age where they're like, maybe I want to go to public school, maybe like junior high school, high school, then I probably would be like, okay, we can experience that and see where it goes.
And you should.
I have no idea. I've always said that I will put my kids in private school, only for the structure purposes. Like you said, you don't have to learn in public school, but in charter school, and from my experience in charter school, they gonna make sure you pass.
Yeah, and obviously there's money you're paying
right.
for.
You know what I mean? So
private.
I don't know. Do y'all think private schools are better than public schools?
I feel like it sets more of a foundation than the public schools, because public schools are underfunded.
True.
So they can't. When teachers feel, or anybody feels like you're not getting your worth, you're kind of gonna slack. So when my teachers felt like, oh, they giving us these old pencils, they're not giving us any textbooks. I remember we got smart boards when I was like in high school. Then we all of a sudden we ran out of like expo markers, and it's just like, how you want me to teach these kids if we don't have that? So kind of like they give up, and then they don't care, so then we don't care, and it's like, oh, free day, all right, whatever.
Yeah, and plus the teachers, especially in public school, they're under compensated, they're underpaid, so that's why they have that lax mentality. I believe they're probably the most underpaid.
Did you guys ever have like a teacher that just made a difference in your life?
No. Really? I've had teachers who, because I feel like if they did, I would remember them. You know what I mean? But I've had teachers who I enjoyed their class, and maybe they did something that I took with me after I graduated. But it was none that was like, you know what, I'm gonna remember Miss Cup for the rest of my life. You know what I mean? Nobody.
I have Miss Hamill was my 6th grade teacher. She was very hard on me because I'm a joke style, I make a lot of jokes. But she always used to tell my parent, "Oh, he's a smart student, but he just makes jokes and." He doesn't know.
You was a
back in 2 weeks. Second grade on cash, making jokes. I'll be tight. Sit down.
Yeah. I would always make jokes. I would probably get the work done fast. Would probably do half the work and then start.
ADHD.
Clap.
Yeah. I don't know if I had ADHD, but yeah.
What year y'all graduated high school?
Oh man, you gonna age me.
2011.
High school?
Yeah.
2003.
2003.
I was like in
third. I was in third grade.
Don't do this.
But I do have a teacher that I do feel like made an impression on my life, and I have 2 actually. In junior high school, her name was Miss Kina. She was my gym teacher, and she just always called me Wallace. She was the first one to call me Wallace, and it just stuck with me always high school. And she was so nice, and I used to be on the dance theater troupe, and I was chunky, and but I could dance, so she never made me feel like the skinny girls were better or whatever. She always encouraged me, and even though she was a gym teacher, and she still went on all our trips. And one thing I remember about her, like, she wore shorts in any weather, like snow, sleet. We went to Florida, and it was like cold. Like we went like in February, and she had on like a scarf and some shorts, and we was just like, "Girl, what's your jacket?" But that was her. And then in high school, Mr. Greenspan. Shout out to Greenie. Like he was a student organization teacher, but then he became the drama teacher. He made us watch every single Rocky. Like, I've never seen
Oh,
Rocky
wow.
before that. Because he was our drama teacher. So we had to act out Rocky and stuff like that. So shout out to you, Greedy, because I'll never forget that. He also calls me Wallace. He made a group called Team Wallace. All my friends hang on me. He's like, oh, this is your little Team Wallace? And they just called him Team Wallace all the time. But yeah.
Interesting. Did you said that I don't remember her name. She never made the skinny girls never made you feel no type of way. Was that something you dealt with in high school?
No, that was junior high school. That wasn't, but my best friends were all skinny. All of my best friends were skinny, and 2 of them were light skinned. So it wasn't a problem for me. I don't think it was a problem for me then, but I think looking back, I realized that it was a thing.
Subconsciously?
Yeah. So I was like, how come I never sat there and was like, damn, I'm depressed. Like, I've never been depressed about weight and nothing like that. But I look back now and be like if I see old pictures, I'm like, these are my friends?
Right.
Their friends is bad and I'm coming crazy. But no, yeah. So I never felt like that growing up. But I knew it was a thing as I got older.
So since we hit there, how do you feel about bullying, this climate of bullying? And
That's one thing I never got bullied.
I did.
People thought I was the bully. Like, if you go to any high school, like, reunion, like, people like, Brianna was a bitch.
like, used to what you used to do, like,
I don't know. I feel like you see
will
how
on
you
them?
joke. What?
like enforce your will on them, like
No, I
Enforce
feel
your will on them?
no. What I said, like
like
your characteristics, like who you are as a person, like you always like demonstrated it.
No, that's just who I am, and I'm not changing. Period.
No, I'm not saying that's a bad thing. I'm saying how to
that's
do it.
why.
Oh yeah, okay.
Because that's how I'm heavy on the. I'm not a follower. I'm a leader. So either you get in line or.
So you wasn't really bullying them, like give me your money or.
No, my uncle
physically
thought
touching
that
them.
though. My uncle really thought. He's like, yo, I know you in school and you're teaching to pick that money, and I'm like, yo, I'm chilling. He's like, I know, da 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 da. But
Insane.
high school, junior high school, I don't really think anybody would say, but high school definitely, I would have a couple people like, yeah, she was a bitch, and
I don't think I've been bullied. I probably got my pockets ran a couple times. Especially when I went to Far Rockaway, I was all the way out in, junior high school, I was all the way in Far Rockaway, so, I didn't know nobody. I was.
You got jumped, or they just took you?
No,
I never got jumped. They probably circled me, probably pushed me around and told you what's in
They
your pocket.
probably know. What did they do?
No, okay, so sorry. So they circled me, they probably pushed me around, and they said, when your pockets?
and you ran them.
I was in Far Rockaway.
Nah, he gonna have to. I'm gonna take this L. I'm not getting up.
Yeah, but that was my early junior high school. That's like 7th grade, early 7th
okay,
grade.
you were still young.
But by the time I became middle 7th grade into 8th grade, I kind of knew everybody from over there.
High school, I didn't get jumped
I never
by
got jumped though.
people. I got jumped by the cops in 10th grade.
You got jumped by the cops.
You want to talk about it?
Alright, yeah, I'll talk about it. So in 10th grade.
Hashtag Black Lives
Wait.
Matter.
In 10th grade, I remember so vividly. In 10th grade in Van Buren, you got out at 5 o'clock. So we started at 10 and we got out at 5. The
Wait,
seniors
there
and the
was an
freshmen-
after school program.
No. The seniors and the freshmen started at 9 and got out around 1, 2 o'clock. And then we started at 10 and got out at 5.
It was 10 in our school.
10
It was like you started at like 12 or 1.
Okay.
You got out that late.
So there was 2 different types of high school scheduling. Was this blocked scheduling? This is like when you had I don't know if y'all remember block scheduling. Like when you had, like 2
Kinda.
classes for like 4, something.
Yeah, I know you're talking about.
Yeah.
But it wasn't that. It was
Double
because
period.
Yeah, like double period kind of.
they had the seniors take care of the freshmen. And since we was like the middle people, they was like, y'all figure it out. So like, because there was always freshman Friday. And it really wasn't be the seniors because the seniors get out so early.
Right.
They don't have time to bully them. So they just had them get out at the same time so they could kind of like mentor them, I think. I think that was the idea. I don't think it ever happened. But that was the idea. And then the 11th and 10th and 11th graders got out at 5.
I'm just wondering why 5 o'clock? Usually you got about 3:30 the latest.
Nah, we said at 5. That shit was a drag. But anyway, so we got out of school, we're walking up the hill to the bus stop. When we could catch the bus in front of the school, we never caught the first bus. So it doesn't stop there. You have to walk all the way up so you have options to get on the bus or whatever. And if for some reason, this is when they enforce the law, like you can't ride your bike on the sidewalk. And this one guy, he was riding his bike on the sidewalk, and in the paddy wagon, you know what the paddy wagon is? He came and knocked him off he was telling him, like, get off the bike. And he was just like, nah, fucking have my hand. Like, mad ignorant. And then he hit him. he had flew off the bike. So he tried to fight him, but he's by himself. So he's actually winning. And so everybody's gathering around like, yo, get him. That happened. It's a Wendy's across the street, and the Wendy's was giving out free Frosties. So everybody had the Frosties. They started throwing him, like throwing the Frosties. They're free at the cop. Yeah. Then he called backup. So then they rolling deep. So they come in, they're wilding, they're picking anybody, whatever. So people start throwing stuff at them, all that. So I'm with my friends, and I'm weak. I laugh at every single thing. I could be getting like, yo, gun pointed to me, and I'm weak. I'm laughing. Like it's not because it's funny. It's because that's what I do. It's my defense mechanism. Right. I laugh. Same. So I was laughing. I'm like, nah, I gotta get out of here because I could not be caught up in this. So as I decide, like, let me walk away, a cop grabs me. He's like, you come here, you fucking bitch. And I'm like, what?
Oh.
What? And I'm like, so I was like, whoa, like, you know, so I'm tired. I'm like, yo, get off me. Nah, we seen the bottle you threw. I'm like, come on, like, I'm like, nah. He's like, yeah, get over here. So he slams me on the car. So now my best friend, Jarrell Peels, he came, he's like, yo, get off my sister. You know, he tried to get gully at the cops. Yeah. He's like, get off my sister. He's like, oh, this your sister, right? You can come downtown with her. So we sit there, I started crying. I'm like, no, let me go. He was like, I'll break your fucking arm. Stop resisting. And I'm like, nobody is here to say, like, that was the first time, like, I really police brutality. So they pushed me they handcuffed me, whatever, put me in the car, whatever. They separated me and my friend, so he got in like a bigger car and I was in the car. I'm there crying, snot running out my nose, my hands back, can't wipe it. So there's a boy in the van with me. He still lives in my neighborhood. He was just like, yo, you did it? And I'm like, no, why would I? He's like, it's only us in here. You can tell me the truth. And I'm like, no, I did not. Like, I'm not a criminal like you. He's like, they only going to keep you for a couple hours. How old are you? And I was like, 15. He's like, yeah, you go home today. But me, I'm probably going to book it.
You probably need a bond.
I was like, nah. I'm there crying, talking to him. And he's like, it'll be all right. Stop crying. What's your name? And I told him my name. He's like, stop crying, please. It's going to be all right. You thug it out. And I'm just like, my mom is not going to get me. They going to call my church. They going to report me. I'm thinking all the worst. Finally, we get to the precinct. They make you take off your belt, your shoelaces out your shoes. They handcuff us all together. So when it's time to go to the bathroom, I'm handcuffed, with two boys. So how am I go to the bathroom? Because now I got to go like this. Right. And they standing, turn this way. And she going to pee that way. No, I'm going to hold it. So when my friend went to the bathroom, we have to all go to the bathroom with him. He didn't care, but I was like, right. That's insane. And it's so, like, depending on they took our fingerprints, they took our pictures. It was just so.
I was going to say you in the books.
Listen, so it was just too much, and I was just like, yo, I did not do this, and this is crazy. So they called my mother. My mother thinks it's a prank and never comes. What? Yo. My mother thinks it's a prank and never comes. So I'm there for hours. So my best friend's mom comes to get him, and she's like, Brianna, where's your mother? Can I take her? And they're like, nah, you gotta. So I think my best friend called my mom, and he's like, yo, we got locked up. My mom goes crazy. She called my brother. He makes it worse. Oh my God, like, I'm like, whatever. She finally comes to precinct. What happened? I'm like, they said she threw a bottle at the cop. You know, I tamper bad. And I'm like, I did not do this. Like, I don't understand. Like, I really didn't do this. So she's like, oh, you see what happened? When you're there with people and you're there with the wrong crowd. And then she going on and on. And I'm like, I just want to go home. She made me walk home from the precinct. She's like, you think you're big? Walk home. And the precinct was 105 I think it was 105, which is close to.
I think I know what you're talking
about. It's like it's far away from my house. Well, the house that I used to live at, and I had to walk home.
That's not the one by Baisley, is it?
No, that's 103. 113. I think that's 113. Yes. So I had to walk home, and I just walked home. I just thought about life, right? I cried or whatever. And then my mom's like, if you don't want to go to school tomorrow, you don't have to. So what they did was, they told me I had to go to family court, and every day before school, I had to go and meet with this counselor, and we talk about our problems and blah, blah, blah.
This is an experience.
So I was just like, when I got to school the next day, I'm like, damn, people want to know. I got in, I was the man. They're like, I was like, yeah, buddy, roll like a big shot. And then they was like, yo, what's up? How was it? I'm like, nothing, it's light.
Oh, yeah, you just drop a rap album. Now you doing good.
So I'm being like, yo, it was nothing. It was a breeze. Like, they wildin'. I ain't going back. the police and blah, 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 whatever. But every morning I had to go to this lady. And she was like, just write the statement of how it happened. And every day I wrote the same thing. I did not do shit. Every day. Yeah. Every single day. And my mom had to come to the thing. And she was just like, so how do you feel about your daughter? And she was just like, I don't know if I can't tell if she did it or not. Blah, blah, blah. Like, thanks, Rabbi. Thank you. But, you know, but I really, honest to God, did not do it. I was just in the wrong place at the wrong time. And because they finally found out that I didn't do it, it was expunged from my record. And I was 15, so they deleted all mine because I was too young to have a mugshot and fingerprints. But then they expunged it anyway because
they was wrong.
It was wrong. But they did find the people that did the battle, and they definitely went to jail. They definitely did. And one of them, the one like I was in thing with, he's out now. Of course he's out now, but he is living it up. Like I look on his Instagram, and I'm like, he's gonna get back in. Like I don't know.
He's gonna get back in.
He's really living it up.
He's
but
probably.
I don't even know. I don't want to say that he is, but he's doing well, and I'm happy that he's out. You know, because. Me just sitting in there was the worst experience. And then I watched When They See Us, and I was just like, if that was me, I gotta go. Lord, I'm coming to see you, because I cannot do that. It was just me being there for those hours. I was just like, this is the worst decision ever. That's not the only time my mother didn't believe me. One time I was in class in second grade. And the fan was blowing, and something, like I was staring at the fan. I don't know, because I be spacing out. I was staring at the fan, still flew on my eye, and I rubbed it. And then it started hurting, and then my vision started getting blurry. And I kept rubbing it. And then I went home, and I was like, Mom, I can't see through my eyes. And she panicked, took me to the hospital. So basically, I had scraped my cornea. It's like the middle piece of your eye. And that joint hurted so crazy. I couldn't see. I thought I was going to go blind. And she's like, because you put contacts in your eye. No, I don't think I was in second grade. I think I was in junior high school, so probably 6th grade. And she's like, "Cause you put the contacts here?" Because I've been asking for color contacts because I was a thing back then. And my cousins had it. Like my cousins had everyone. They had the ones that said demo in the middle. Like my cousins had everything.
Yeah, that was a weird time.
But that was a weird time. And she was like, yeah, because you put them in. And I'm like, I really didn't. Something flew in my eye. You think I'm stupid? I'm like, yo, this lady never believes me. And I was just like...
What were you doing staying at the fan?
No, wait. So the fan was like in a corner of the classroom. And I think my teacher was talking. I think it was like summertime and it was hot. And I was just like, when is this going to be over? And then something just flew and I rubbed and I scraped it. And then I seen blurry. And then I seen orange for a week because they gave you some drops to heal it. And then...
But you didn't have contacts in.
No.
Because if you had contacts in, it would have probably blocked from...
Exactly. Somebody, can you tell my mother that again?
Right.
It would have stopped from...
Thank you. Thank you. But she was like, this and that. And it was just like, whatever.
How do you feel about peer pressure?
It's terrible.
I've never been peer pressured. I'm probably the one doing
You probably never, how should I say, knowingly was under.
No, I've never, because I feel like
peer pressure could be just following the group, not the pressuring you to do it, but you just do it just because you're already with them and you're doing it, and it's unconsciously.
Even when I walked up that hill, I was with no one. My friend just happened to be there when I got
No, I agree with you. I'm trying to think if I did it.
Yeah.
I don't think so. I think I get people to do things now. I don't know about high school.
High school?
Yeah, I think a lot of kids fall into peer pressure knowingly and unknowingly. Just
you?
Nah, never. In high school, I only had a 3-man crew. It was me, my boy Dave, my boy Renaud, and everybody else was just associates.
Yeah, I didn't have a lot of friends in high school.
I didn't have a lot of friends.
Oh.
But yeah, because that wasn't the vibe. I'll play basketball with a couple people. I'll play sports.
You was nice?
Yeah,
I could probably beat you.
We're going to have to make that a match, and we're going to put it on YouTube.
That's fine.
That's not
You still got it?
I don't. But I can get it back. That's what I'm saying.
I'll take it easy on you first.
You don't have to.
Oh, yeah. I won't take it easy on her. I'll play out. Straight up.
Nah, that peer pressure thing is different. Like, I was accused of having people follow me. Like, that I had a heavy influence when I was growing up on a lot of other females. But I don't agree with that. I feel like everybody was entitled to their own opinion and whatever they wanted to do. If they chose to do what I did, that was on them.
Yeah, probably because out of the girls, you had the stronger personality.
And why does my personality, like, I hate seeing that. Like, you have such a strong personality. Like, What
It
does
could
that
be a
mean?
good thing and a
But
bad.
is that a bad thing?
Yeah, it's not a bad.
People
thing.
tell me that all the time. It's a compliment, no?
Yeah, it depends. Yeah, it depends on how it's viewed from outside or somebody else from the outside viewing it.
Yeah.
Because you can have a strong personality and it's a good thing. Like you could be, like leading these girls towards like making sure that they're staying out of trouble, doing positive, like doing any kind of positive stuff.
Right. So what was you told us your worst getting jumped by the police. What's your best and worst experience in school, period? No matter the grade.
Best.
I'm afraid to say my best experience.
My best.
Experience.
Well, my best experience was always with Brittany Ray Gordon. That's her whole government. Look for her. Brittany Ray made my high school year fun. And I can't incriminate us on camera, but high school was a blast with Brittany Ray.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't have worst experience. I didn't really have none. Other than getting your pockets touched, I never really got jumped. Never was gang affiliated. I did have this boy, one of my friends, he was one of the part of the 3-man crew that he used to rock every flag. Like Monday would be a red flag, Tuesday would be a blue flag.
He got away with that?
He got away with it for 4 years of high school. I can testify to this, that he never got pressed, never got touched.
But why did he do that?
It was just it was an outfit thing.
Oh, all right.
But this is 1999 to 2000.
So it's like this Jewel
gang
bandana type thing?
Bandana. Back I don't know which pocket went
Right.
which, but I can attest that he wore yellow flag, blue flag, red flag, purple flag, white flag, black flag. Any day of the week, once he woke up and he felt that was the outfit for the day and that was the flag, he was wearing it.
He was mixed.
I was scared when I used to be with him initially, but after a while, we just got used to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Because I went to Jack, and Jack was...
I was gonna say, shout her out again, Brittany. She's actually the first person to get me
Shout
to
out
win
Brittany.
girl clothes.
Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, Brittany.
Yes, I'm actually gonna tag her. She got me to wear girl clothes. So how we went, I'll tell you guys, I was dressed like a boy up until 12th grade. So they were just like, so you ain't gonna get no Uggs? You ain't gonna... And it was just like weird because I was always like dressed down in Jordans and it was like, that's when they had their little pocketbooks. I still had the book bag, you know, whatever. And then I didn't feel no type of way, but they was just like, Brianna, like, come on. And I'm just like, so I got my first pair of Uggs for Christmas. It was like the knitted ones. And it was like, yes. They made like, but I wore with some trues and a t-shirt, like a button, a flannel. And they was just like, yes, we're getting somewhere. And then they took me to the mall and I went to buy the Griffies. I don't know if you remember the Griffies came out. And I was just like, yeah, I'm about to get these. I think it was like $1.30. And I was like, do you know how much you can get in girl clothes with that? And I'm like, what you gonna get with this? Like a shirt and pants? This is just regular sneaker money. She's like, I'll flip that money for you. And she took me and I got moccasins, 2 pairs of jeans, mad shirts, a jean jacket, and that Monday I had went and got my first weave that weekend. And then that Monday I came to school and like the clothes that she picked out and I was a different person. And from that day on, different breed. Yeah. So like even like my guy friends, it was like, oh, one weekend with Brittany and look how you coming at school. And I was just like, you like what you see? Nah.
I was the same.
What about you, Shay?
I went through. Okay, well, I don't have a best memory. I would just say the only thing that I liked about high school was being on the basketball team. That was really the only thing. Playing sports was the only thing I liked about high school. But I had the same thing. I was a tomboy all through high school. I was a young man.
Did y'all do this consciously, or this is just you like?
That's how I've always
you felt
been
comfortable
a tomboy.
in those outfits.
I've always been a tomboy since I was a kid. I've always wore pants. I've just always been that way. The older I've gotten, the more feminine. But I'm still a tomboy.
Well, for me, it was because I like sneakers. And you can't really wear sneakers with a dress. Like, even though I tried to, like on Sundays, I would try to wear sneakers with a dress. And my aunt would get so mad. What is this? This is unladylike. And then I would be like, I'm just going to wear pants. So I just wore jeans and sneakers because it went best.
So it was more so how you looked. It wasn't really like your attitude or nothing like that.
Nah. I was kind of rough.
Yeah. Same.
So do you think because you was like a rough person, that's why you dressed that way?
I feel like which has always been, the way I dress determines who I am that day.
Okay.
So.
It
really
well, your mood.
Yeah.
Your mood
So,
determines how you would dress in that determines.
Yeah, if I felt like, hey, I just want to chill, then I would be that chill person. But if I wanted to like pizzazz, I would be pizzazz.
This was, I feel you.
Okay.
But back to school, starts when?
I think the 3rd.
Yeah, for college students, they're starting the last week
Next
of August.
Next week.
And then for public.
Actually, this week. I think my school's
Oh,
tomorrow.
it is this week. My cousin went back to school today.
And then public school starts after Labor Day.
Yeah, the 3rd.
Make sure you go get your education first. Do enjoy your experience, but make sure you get that education.
We want to know your experiences. If you had anything as traumatizing as mine, leave it in the comments below. If you have anything that's great, anything at all about school, leave it in a comment so that we can share our views on your experiences. Don't forget to comment, right? The like, share, turn your notifications. This is Unapologetically Uncensored. I'm Bree.
I'm Cash.
I'm Shay.
And this is, I said it wrong.
You did.
This is 3 Degrees of Shade, and I am Brianna.
I'm Cash.
I'm Shay.
And we are
Unapologetically Uncensored.
Meet me in the middle.
First of all, turn your cup.